Joining us now is Al-Ahmed. He is director for the Gulf Institute in Washington, D.C. The Gulf Institute is an independent, nonpartisan organization that supports dissidents of the Saudi government. His past reporting has been critical of the Saudi regime. Ali, President Trump seems to be ruling out sanctions against Saudi Arabia. So what would be meant by the term severe punishment?
It's very hard sometimes to interpret Mr. Trump because, he says two different things at the same day. So we will have to wait and see. I think this is a moment for Mr. Trump to shine, honestly, and maybe a little bit embarrass and surprise his political foes in Washington by taking the lead on this, especially ahead of the elections. So we will see how this will unfold. But I think this is a huge opportunity for him to make progress within the United States and also within the region in terms of foreign policy and show his leadership. So I hope he will take that opportunity.
So who do you listen to here? On the one hand, you've got Turkey saying they've got evidence of the killing, but you've got Saudi Arabia denying it and, in President Trump's terms, issuing a strong denial. What's the relationship like between these two countries? And when you factor that relationship into this conversation, who do you end up believing more?
The Turks have a huge interest in maintaining a relationship with the Saudis, but at the same time, they are not so friendly with the Saudi government because it's the Saudi government that is blaming them for stoking dissidents and so on. So Turkey, in fact, hosts a few dozen dissidents, and Jamal Khashoggi going there, that was one expression. In other countries in the Middle East, if you are a Saudi dissident, they will put you on a plane and send you home. So the Saudis and the Emiratis and the Egyptians are angry at the Turkish policy in the region, supporting the Arab Spring and supporting dissidents, the Islamist dissidents. So, but the Turks have always wanted, especially with their economic conditions not being great, they want to have great relationship with the Saudis. So there is no negotiation between the two countries. The Prince Khalid al-Faisal, who is a patron of Jamal Khashoggi, is in Ankara speaking and meeting with the Turkish president. But what have you heard from the Turkish government is really what happened.
Ali, is there any possibility that this case at the Turkish embassy between Saudi Arabia and Turkey could impact other cases? I'm thinking in particular of what the United Nations says, that Saudi Arabia must release a women's rights activist. Can the international community do something at this moment to save her life?
I think so. The United States and the Western governments have not really done very much in terms of pressuring the Saudi government to improve human rights. That's why, although it's a very close U.S. ally, a close UK ally, women were only allowed to drive a couple of months ago, and Christians cannot worship publicly, including Americans, by the way, and so many other violations and basic rights, and women continue to be subservient to men. That is because the Saudi government, the monarchy, has always felt assured that they will never get pressured on these fronts by the United States and the UK, especially the major Western powers. So there is an opportunity here for improvement, and the sky will not fall if the US and Western governments push the Saudis to give in a little bit for their people, to allow the population to have a say in their country.
You personally escaped Saudi Arabia as a dissident. Hearing this story as it unfolds day by day, does your personal experience help you understand it? What does it mean to you?
Yeah, it means, look, that could have been me, okay, honestly, because they have tried this, they have tried other methods, from offering sums of cash to trying to kidnap, to pressure you through your brothers and fathers and family members, from smear campaigns in the United States, and from even calling media outlets and giving false information and pressuring them and even buying, so I would not appear on these outlets. So this is a very jealous monarchy that does not like critical voices. And Jamal Khashoggi they want to make an example of him because he is a loyalist. He's from within the regime that has more credibility with the media, in fact, than we do, because he was and continues in some way to be part of the regime. He was defending the regime until basically he was killed.
Ali Al-Ahmed, thank you very much. We appreciate your insight.
Thank you so much for having me.